Hey guys, Eli here with an important update for you all regarding the current COVID-19 precautions that we're taking, and followed up by just a simple encouragement and a challenge for you. Some of you may have already heard, but with an increase of COVID-19 cases in our area and even amongst our church staff, we've agreed that in the interest of keeping everyone safe and healthy, we're going to forego all of our in-person activities for at least the next couple of weeks. During this time, we're going to continue evaluating cases and exposures, and we ask that each of you do the same to limit the potential spread of COVID-19. So if you're showing symptoms like shortness of breath, fever, or any of the other common symptoms, then please try and limit your contact with others so that hopefully we can keep the spread of the virus from going any further than it must, so that we can safely get back to meeting in person sooner rather than later. As far as Riverlawn Student Ministry meetings go, for 6th through 12th grade students, as of now, the next in-person meeting that we will have together will be our annual Christmas extravaganza on December 2nd. We want that event to still happen, and so we need you to RSVP because we want it to be as safe as possible. So please RSVP at riverlawn.org/students if you plan to attend. Until then, please just plan on attending church online with your friends and family each weekend. Now, with that in mind, I want to give you a brief encouragement. Believe me, I am just as bummed as you all that we're not going to be meeting in person for our student gatherings for a few weeks, but this is a real opportunity for us all as the church to lean in and just go with the flow. It's true that the physical gatherings of believers, they're valuable and cherished for good reason, but hear me when I say, the worship of God by the church is not being interrupted by this temporary safety precaution. Acts 2:42 describes the identity of the church as a fellowship of believers who were devoted to the scriptures, devoted to love for the body, to communion and remembrance of Christ, and to prayer. These things were true identifiers of the church while they were gathered, and they were true identifiers of the church while they were scattered as well. So for now, for a short time, we'll be scattered more than usual, but we are still blessed beyond measure to have the fountain of blessing that is the scriptures. We have the technology to participate in community, even if it is a weak substitute for face-to-face relationship, which is a blessing that faithful disciples the world over do not have. And we have a greater need than ever to love one another and those around us well in any way we can. And remembering Christ through breaking of bread and prayers while in private places and among family, our loved ones, it can still stir our affections for God and His church, and it will be enjoyed all the more sweetly once we are eventually reunited, hopefully very soon. So here's my encouragement. Devote yourself to these things. I've just listed a few, but dust off that Bible and read it for yourself. Reach out to your friends. Have healthy, deep conversations about what you're reading or learning. Love one another well by speaking in love and humility, and tune in for weekend services. Take part in worship in whatever way you can, and pray. Pray that God would protect those currently affected by COVID-19. Pray for their quick recovery. Pray for the climate of our country in the wake of this cultural moment that we're in. And pray that God would heal hearts and call those who are lost to Himself. That is what makes us the church, no matter where or how we're able to meet. And I hope to see you all in person very soon.